So this is going to be quite the cancerous video from Chase Ross. And as you guys know, I do not like Chase Ross. I used to like him. He was a nice guy, but he's really devolved into just the most insane guy. And this is proof of that. He's done another response to Ariel Scarcella, who I do like. She has made some videos and said some things that I don't like, but overall, she's not afraid to speak her mind, even though she is part of the mainstream LGBT community, and she's therefore expected to fit a certain narrative, which she doesn't exactly fit. So, he's gonna respond to her video, so it's gonna be kind of like a responseception, and he's gonna basically make the Riley J. Dennis argument, and argue that there's no such thing as sexual preferences, and it doesn't matter that someone's trans. No, if you don't like penis, you should still date a trans woman, because she's a woman. It doesn't make any sense, but he's gonna argue that anyway, so let's just get into the video.
Hey guys, it's me. Today I'm doing a reaction video because last time I did this was forever ago and it was really popular and people loved it because I'm super sassy. But I don't really want to watch Ariel's videos, but I decided I am going to because there's one that I just saw on YouTube that says I'm transphobic because I like boobs and vagina. So I don't feel like doing a funny a reaction video or I'm just like watching and like, you know, I got the chapstick out and all of that fun stuff. No, instead I'm gonna do something better. So let's just roll the tape and let me react. It's a very short video, so that's good. Alright, Ariel, hit me with your next shot.
Oh no, this is just so creepy and disturbing. This is gonna be hard for me to get through.
I've been told I'm transphobic because I like boobs and vaginas and not penises. Who I date is not up for debate. Let's take away all notions that penises are a male body part. Whether you disagree or agree with that, doesn't matter.
Well, they are a male body part, so Ariel is giving her opposition a lot of leeway, but that's fine. Go ahead, Ariel. I mean, she is giving them a lot of leeway, but that's fine, because then they have less things to attack her about, even though that shouldn't be up for debate. They are a male body part.
We're even gonna take away the
God, what is he doing with his tongue? Ugh. This is traumatizing me.
definition of lesbian. Some people define it as a female being attracted to other females, and some people say it's women who are attracted to other people that identify as women. X all of that out, let's just go with the word attraction.
Okay, so she's saying that she's giving her opposition leeway, let's get rid of all the various definitions of a lesbian, and again, not talk about that and just get to the meat of the argument. Okay, that's fine. I have no problem with what Ariel is saying.
A big part of attraction is looks. People personally might think I'm ugly because I have a big nose, or small boobs, or because I'm short. That is okay. Body parts is what people are attracted to in the physical sense.
Exactly, Ariel. People can't help what they're attracted to with body parts. And that's something that Chase, as you will see in the video, can't understand.
Can we also be emotionally, mentally, and spiritually attracted to somebody? Yes. Do I believe that trans women are real women? Yes.
Again, she seems to be agreeing with her opposition completely. She believes trans women are real women. She believes that you can be emotionally attracted to someone as well as physically attracted to someone. I don't get why Chase has issues with this. But of course, he's gonna find issues with this. Just you wait.
Can I be attracted to a trans woman who is pre-op? On hormones? Yes, because when a trans woman goes on hormones, they tend to have more feminine secondary sex characteristics.
Okay, so Ariel would even be attracted to a trans woman who is pre-op because the trans woman has curves and stuff like that. Okay, so she'd even be attracted to the trans woman if she had a penis. That's totally fine. What is the issue here? I mean, so the only trans woman excluded here is a pre-estrogen trans woman. There's barely anyone excluded here. But of course, Chase is gonna get triggered because those pre-HRT trans women, oh my god. They can't date Ariel. What will they do? And those trans women shouldn't be offended or anything like that. I mean, it's a shame that they and Ariel wouldn't work out. But what are they gonna do? She's just not attracted to them. And I bet a lot of them wouldn't be attracted to her for various reasons. What's the problem?
Should I then be forced to accept having sex with a partner that has a penis because I'm attracted to her overall? No.
Oh, okay, so Ariel's saying actually that she wouldn't date a trans woman pre-op, actually, because she wouldn't be attracted to her having a penis, even though she'd be attracted to other body parts. Okay, sorry, I misinterpreted that. Never mind.
Sorry, I was waiting for that.
Oh my god, this is creeping me out so much. What is actually going on? What you say, what? What is happening? What is happening? This is like some Joker thing. What is going on?
I feel like I can't actually react to this video. With this, I actually didn't think this was gonna happen in this video, and I'm glad that it did because I can take this off and we can talk! Ooh! Dear Ariel, shut the fuck up.
I actually asked that of you, considering you've been miseducating so many trans people about all these sorts of things, and she's actually been speaking her mind and saying some pretty honest things.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. Nobody even wants you here.
Okay, no, for real, stop it. Please. Why are you still talking about this? Yes, this video is from February. I'm late to the game. It's June, whatever, okay? Here's the thing. You have this notion of what a man and a woman is, and I don't care what you say, because you saying this right now, that if you're attracted to a trans woman but she's pre-op, you're not gonna be with her because she's pre-op, because you don't like the parts that she has. You're still having those notions of gender as being as organs, genitals as being gendered.
No, she's not. She just acknowledged that a trans woman is a woman. She just did. She's just saying that she doesn't like a penis. That's all she's saying. That's literally all she's saying. And yes, genitals are gendered. They are. A penis is a male organ. That is why a trans woman transitions. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. And she didn't even say that. She just said that she wouldn't want to date a trans woman with a penis because she doesn't like a penis. That's it.
And that's a problem, because here's the thing. As all of you know, when a trans man goes on testosterone, their anatomy grows to where you have a little peen. Well, when you're a trans woman and you go on estrogen, stuff happens to the genitals too, okay? Like, I know we all watch porn, and I'm sure that you've seen some trans porn, and some trans women got them big old dicks and they're using them, and that's fine. But that doesn't happen with everyone. Some people shrink a lot, which is great for a lot of people.
Okay, so what he's talking about, and I'm sorry, it's hard not to laugh when talking about this. I'm trying to be mature here. What he's talking about is the concept of a feminine penis. You heard that correctly. Some people call trans women penises feminine penises. You heard that correctly. The problem with that, Chase, is that there's no such thing as a feminine penis. It's still a penis. It's still male. It's true that you do go through feminization and masculinization of the genitals when you're on HRT, but it's still male and female genitals until, of course, you get reconstructions or surgery and stuff like that. And so if you're a lesbian, you're not going to be attracted to penis, even if it's on the hormones. What are you saying, Chase? And are you implying that if the trans woman was pre-HRT, it would be perfectly okay for Ariel to not want to date her? Aren't you being transphobic then to pre-HRT trans woman?
So the fact that for her she's still gendering genitals is just a little bit ridiculous, because what if the person was intersex?
What does this have to do with intersex people? You just randomly brought this up. What does this have to do with intersex people? The vast majority of trans women are not intersex. And even if they were, what would that have to do with anything? I don't get what you're talking about. You're just randomly injecting intersex people into this like that's an argument. I hate it when SJWs bring up intersex people like it's an argument. People having a rare medical condition is not an argument. Stop bringing it up.
So she is still genital centric. And I can understand that some people have literal phobias of penises and vulvas and stuff like that. I can understand it, but this is not what she's talking about. She's just saying that she likes boobs and vagina, and that because she is completely not attracted to a penis, that being with a trans woman would be like the biggest no-no in the world. Whereas if you say you're as open-minded as you actually say that you are online, if you are actually as open-minded as you say that you are online.
Two things. First of all, he's saying, oh, you claim to be so open-minded, but you can't be open-minded because you don't like the D. Maybe that's just her natural attraction. You do realize there's such thing as people having a natural attraction to things, and that people are born that way, and that they are hardwired that way. Chase, you claim to be gay or queer or whatever, right? So that implies that you don't want to date everyone, right? That you have your own preferences, that you won't have sex with all genitalia. And then, second of all, you say that it's okay if somebody has a legitimate phobia of a certain genital. So why is that okay, but being hardwired to not like a certain type of genital is not okay? I don't get it. So if you're triggered by genitals, but just natural attractions, natural preferences, is not okay. I don't get it at all. I don't get SJW logic.
You would see no problem with this. And yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this, and people are gonna be like, even people in the community are gonna hate me. It's about people's preferences. I'm not saying they can't reject you. Not everyone's attracted to everyone, but right now you are literally saying you will not date a trans woman who is pre-op because she has still the parts that you're associating with the male gender. Even though you're saying we're taking the lesbian rollout, you're still putting it in.
Okay, so you're saying that, oh, I acknowledge that people have preferences, but you're gendering genitalia by associating penis with male. First of all, penis is male. But second of all, she's not even doing that. She's saying that she just doesn't like penis. Why is that a bad thing?
Primary sex characteristics, vaginas and penises, are important to many people. Not all people, but some people. And both are okay. Can the physical, mental, and emotional types of women vary?
Relax. Both are okay? Both are okay? No. No, it's not okay. It's not okay to close your mind like that. And if you do have those feelings, like, sure, you can, but oh my god, it makes it seem like you're closed off for your entire life with trans people. What if you're with someone, what if Ariel fell in love with a woman, and a cis woman, and they were together and it was great, and then 10 years down the line, the person's like, I'm actually trans. Well, Ariel would fucking use that and make so many videos about it, get that clickbait, get more subscribers. Everyone does that. But what if that person wanted phalloplasty? What would happen then? This is the love of your life, you're married, you have a kid with them, some shit like that, and now they're like, I'm so sorry, like, I need to tell you this, I'm trans, I've known that I'm trans forever, and I'm getting bottom surgery, and then they schedule their bottom surgery. Ariel is the type of person in that type of relationship, which it does happen often, where there is a lesbian relationship and someone realizes and comes out as trans. They didn't want to tell their partner before, and they're telling their partner now, and the partners either stay together and modify their visible identity to other people. So to them, they're still together, they're still whatever they want to call themselves. But now outward, they look like a straight couple. So that can be a little strange for somebody who's identified as a lesbian forever. But there are a lot of partners who leave because they can't handle being with a man because they're not attracted to men.
So what Chase is explaining is pretty much 100% correct. Some partners do start off as a gay couple or as a straight couple, and then one partner comes out as transitions, and then it works out and they stay together, or they have to leave because one partner transitioned and the attraction just doesn't work. So if he accepts that that's okay, that one partner transitions and, oh, I'm not attracted to men because I'm a lesbian and have to leave, then why can't he accept somebody not being attracted to penis? What is so different about not being attracted to certain genitalia? I don't get it.
Now, I feel like the biggest thing is, yes, there are people in this world who are solely based attraction on physical aspects, and then there are people who are attracted based on emotional aspects. Sure, what Ariel is a physical attraction person.
No, she's not. She just said that she's attracted based on both. You were judging her based on one thing that she said.
Whereas I'm more of an emotional, I literally don't care what a person looks like. If a person transitions, detransitions 100 fucking times while I'm with them, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Oh, look at you, so special, virtue signal, talking about people transitioning and detransitioning 100 times.
Because it doesn't care. It's the person is still the same. But the issue is that you're seeing a penis and you're saying, like, nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah, which is how sexual orientation works. I thought you said that you're an expert on the LGBT community.
So I feel like Ariel would be one of those people that would unfortunately leave their partner. And that's unfortunate because that would make the other person feel very bad, but it's also probably a blessing in disguise because you don't want someone who is literally just seeing you as your genitals to be with you, because that's not fun to, that's sad.
No, it wouldn't be somebody who's just seeing you as your genitals. It would be somebody who realizes the relationship cannot work out because that person is transitioning. You just acknowledged that some relationships just don't work out because that person is transitioning. And yet it's somehow different in Ariel's case. I don't get it.
And I think that's something else that's super important is that we're all different, okay? We all have different ways of seeing the world and doing things, and you know what? That's completely fine. And if this is the person that you are because you don't want to admit that you would never date a trans woman, and this is your way of saying it, oh, sorry, I only like boobs and vagina, okay? But what if the trans woman is post-op? I don't know, Ariel.
She didn't say that she would never want to date a trans woman. And even if she didn't ever want to date a trans woman, that would just be a preference. But she didn't say that. She said that she would never want to date a pre-op trans woman. A pre-op trans woman. There's a difference. And she actually said in other videos she would be okay with dating a trans woman post-op.
I am fucking suspicious of you. Suspicious, by the way, not suspicious. Sis.
Yes. If a lesbian does not want to date or fuck me, does that invalidate me being a woman? No. And the same goes for any transgender person. If someone does not want to fuck you, it does not invalidate your identity. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody should be coerced into having sex with anybody. It is our individual choice and prerogative who we want to date or fuck, regardless of sexual or any type of attraction to them. Dating naturally is discriminatory. You are not entitled to sex. Guilt tripping someone into wanting to date or fuck you is manic and manipulative.
Exactly, Ariel. Exactly. You shouldn't be guilt-tripping people into sex. Of course you shouldn't. Of course you should. That's just an obvious thing. Obviously. Like, what you should be? Because I'm sorry. But, I mean, obviously guilt-tripping people into sex isn't rape. But it sounds really rapey.
You think she had an experience where somebody she was attracted to was trans and then she found out that she was trans and she was like, sorry. And then the trans person was like, kind of got mad, like, oh, you're only interested in me because you thought I was a cis woman and now you found out that I'm trans, or you're only interested because I'm a woman and you thought I had a vagina, but now that you realize that I haven't had bottom surgery and I'm not planning on it, or I don't have money yet, or blah blah, you're saying no. This is a big, what's the word I'm looking for? Not rhetoric? Something like that, with cis people, where they say you're not entitled to sex. Don't guilt people into having sex with you. Excuse me? No one is guilting you into having sex with a trans person.
You just were. You literally just were.
Or to having sex with the person that you're talking to. That's not what's happening here. No, we're allowed to say you're fucking discriminating against me because I'm trans.
That sounds a lot like guilt tripping.
Listen, toots. I have been on Grindr, Scruff, Hornet, all of these apps, okay, for years. I can't tell you the amount of times I'm rejected, all right? And there are different levels of rejection, which I don't think you're understanding, okay? So here's my voice on this. There's before they even know you're trans, I'm not interested, you're not my type. Okay, move on. This is the world that we live in. Some people have preferences. Some people don't like blue hair. Some people like blonde hair. Some people like nail polish. Some don't. Move on.
So rejecting you for your hair is okay, but rejecting you for being trans is not okay? Where do you draw the line?
Then there are some people who know that you're trans and only want to have sex with you because you are trans. Those are the people you kind of need to move away from, because they are only seeing your trans status as something that they're attracted to, and they're not really attracted to the person. They're mostly attracted to the trans status, the trans person that you are. Especially if you're a trans man who is pre-op bottom surgery. These cis guys, some of them are very predatory and go and they make sure that you haven't had bottom surgery because they want that hole. Because why? Because it feels amazing. Alright, so moving on. Then the next level is you're talking to someone, you tell them right away that you're trans, and then they disappear and never talk to you again. And you're like, okay, I guess they didn't want to talk to me because I'm trans. Like they say, hey, oh, I'm trans, never again. Whatever, you fucking move on. Whatever. Then, and this is the one that I'm talking about. you have a conversation, you have all these things in common, it's great. Oh my god, you like superhero movies too, that's so great. What about this, what about that? Like, oh, we should meet up, sure, you wanna go on a date, you wanna have sex, what do you wanna do? And then, oh, by the way, I need to tell you something. Then you tell the person that you're trans, and then they ghost you. And then they never talk to you again. Or they'll say like, oh, sorry bro, I'm not into that. Everyone is allowed to have a preference. Everyone is allowed to have a preference, but
to acknowledge that that's their preference. What's wrong with that? I get how it might be hurtful for you. Rejection always hurts, but that's their preference. You just said everyone is allowed to have a preference. So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
the second that you're telling me that you're not gonna sleep with me because I'm trans, that's really fucking rude, all right? Because you liked me as a person, and the trans status is the only reason why you are now no longer interested. That's fucked up.
So it's okay for somebody to reject you over your blue hair, but not over your trans status. Got it.
That's what Ariel is doing, and that's what you're saying. No one is pressuring you, right? I would never, ever, after someone like, oh, sorry, I'm not into that, dude, I wouldn't be like, oh, you fucking asshole, you piece of shit, you need to come over and fuck me right. No. You don't want to have anything to do with me? Fuck, you're missing out, hunty. Missing out on all of this. So,
why did you just call Ariel a bigot and all these people bigots? That sounds a lot like guilt tripping to me.
that being said, alright, I just want people to understand that if you are trans and you are being rejected by people who are cis, you're allowed to be mad. Don't listen to her, alright? She's cis. She doesn't fucking know what it's like to be trans. Yes, you're a lesbian. There, one point of non-privilege that you have, but that's it. Alright? That's your little thing in life. You don't have to deal with stuff that we have to fucking deal with. We both deal with discrimination on a different level.
Oh my god. He literally gives out privilege points, and there's like literally an oppression Olympics. This is not just a joke anymore. That's hilarious, oh my god.
I'm looking at my computer screen and looking at Ariel looking back at me, by the way. Imagine we were Skyping while I was doing this. Ironically enough, she has a cat, I think, on her bed, and my cat's on my bed.
Okay, first of all, I know this is petty, but that's not ironic. And second of all, yeah, okay, she is cis, she doesn't know what it's like to be trans, but that doesn't mean you get to call her a bigot. And yeah, you're allowed to be mad, but I don't see what there is to be mad about. Honestly, people have their preferences, and you just don't seem to understand that as much as you may claim to.
So, should we keep going? Should I put this back in my mouth? It's kind of gross.
Kind of gross is understating it.
But, yeah?
Manipulative. If I was straight and thought some dude was fucking hot, does that mean that he has to expect sex with me? Does that give him the right for him to force it upon me? No. I do think overall it's super important to note that I rarely get any shit from actual trans women, which is super interesting. Maybe because they are actual women, they don't feel as entitled. I'm gonna get shit for saying this, but I'm also gonna get shit for posting this video, so I'm just gonna go with it. Trans men and most other genders, apparently, in my experience, tend to be way more aggressive in—
Can we actually roll back that tape? I don't really want to, but I'm going to, because I just wanna. She said that trans women don't get mad at her because they are actual women, right? Let's roll back that tape, shall we? Okay, because she just said that trans women don't hate on her because they are actual women. And what did you say about trans guys? Let's just go back to what you said about trans women, just so we're all clear.
Important to note that I rarely get any shit from actual trans women, which is super interesting. Maybe because they are actual women, they don't feel as entitled. I'm gonna get—
Actual trans women are actual women, which is why you're not getting shit from trans women. So you're getting shit from trans men because they are what? Let me hear you say it. Not actually men?
No, that's not what she said. She actually said because they are actually men. Now, I don't know if her observations are 100% correct. She was just saying, oh, you know, maybe they tend to be less aggressive because they're more feminine or something. She was just speculating. I don't know if she's 100% correct on that, but you're misinterpreting what she was saying, Chase.
Oh, I don't even want to put this back on.
I get shit for saying this, but I'm also gonna get shit for posting this video, so I'm just gonna go with it. Trans men and most other genders, apparently, in my experience, tend to be way more aggressive.
Also, come on, man. All other genders, like rolling your eyes and shit, come on. We talked about this. Did you know that after my two genders video, reaction video, she messaged me and she asked me to look over her script for her apology. I gave her my fucking time. I don't have time, I'm so busy. I gave her my time, and I gave her all these things that she should say, acknowledging non-binary people exist and apologizing to them. And guess what she does? None of it. None of it.
Yeah, maybe because you were such an asshole to her and she doesn't care about you. How does that feel, Chase? How does it feel to get rejected because you're such a jerk, huh? You said you're so busy. Maybe she's busy and she doesn't have time for any of this nonsense, huh?
Fucking watch the video and she's still like not really actually saying she's sorry and that she believes.
Oh, I can just feel the butthurt. I can just feel the butthurt emanating from the screen. I just love this. I love to see Chase just angry about Ariel not acknowledging that there's non-binary.
It just makes me so angry. Why would you even ask for my help? You know what I'm gonna do. Apparently I'm not a real man though. I'm just part of the other genders, whatever that means.
That's not what she said. That's not what she said, Chase. That is not what she said. In fact, she was saying that trans men were real men and that's why they tended to be more aggressive. Again, that was just her speculating. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that was just her speculating, but whatever.
In telling lesbians how they should define their sexuality and how to feel in their attractions, and it's not okay, and I'm sick of your shit, and I'm calling you out. For those of you who have absolutely no idea what's going on in this video, you can go and check my Twitter mentions over the last 2-3 days. I will have some of them on screen right now.
Let me read the screens because I wasn't paying attention. I was really busy in February going through depression.
Oh yeah, you're just casually mentioning your depression. I mean, like, I'm sorry, why would he just, like, I mean, I get that everybody copes with things differently. Like, why would he laugh off, oh yeah, I was depressed, you guys? It seems like almost like he's flaunting it, which is weird to me. I don't know why he would do that, but whatever.
Ooh.
Right now. Also look for a video on Saturday with my friends Ebony and Denise. They are having twin boys and they are a stud femme lesbian couple. They're amazing. And then a few days later, look for a video back on this topic with a few of my trans friends reacting to some of the tweets that were sent to me.
Oh, bang! I'm stopping you right there and finally get to mention this. Alright, Kat Black made this amazing video, probably one of my favorite videos that she has ever made ever, called Why I'm Not a Feminist Anymore, or something like that. Please go watch this video, it is amazing.
Oh my god, he's talking about Kat Black. He's talking about Kat Black. Why are you making me suffer? Why are you making me suffer like this, Chase? Why is he friends with Kat Black? Why is he friends with such an awful person? As much as I don't like Chase, I hate Kat Black even more. Oh my god, why? Why?
Alright, in this video she talks about something that I've been talking about with my friends, because there's this whole culture on YouTube, alright, where clickbait is a thing. We know it. I've done it for a couple of my videos. I'm not super clickbait. Ty does it a lot. Like, they broke into my house. He's talking about his fucking dogs trying to get back in, okay? We all do it. Why? Because YouTube sucks right now, giving no one money. We need more views. We need more likes. All of this fun stuff. Here's the thing that Kat Black talks in her video. She talks about how YouTubers who, I'll give you an example, okay? So a YouTuber who thinks that feminism is bullshit and that all women are equal. So that YouTuber will find a woman who also agrees with their view, bring them onto their channel, and have a conversation about this, alright? This has also happened with the whole two genders thing, alright? Not naming anyone because I don't want to give this person one fucking view. Not even one. Alright, so there's this one YouTuber who's trans and nope, not gonna happen. But of course, YouTubers like Ariel and other YouTubers who believe that there are only two genders are gonna use her example because she's a trans woman and she says that there are only two genders. So she's gonna pick them and do that.
Everyone knows he's talking about Blair. He's talking about Blair White. Everyone knows that.
This is exactly what Kat Black is talking about in her video, but she's talking about more with feminism, and she's talking about it more with race, and how, you know, some people saying the N-word's not too bad, and then they'll bring someone in who is black and talk about, oh, the N-word's not too bad, because they're aligning with the view of that YouTuber.
Okay, but here's the thing, Chase. Those people do exist. People who happen to be the LGBT community and don't fit your narrative, and who are outside of the mainstream, including myself. We exist, Chase. And I don't know who said this, but there is a quote. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. So just because this whole more than two genders thing and the whole feminism thing is popular in the LGBT community right now does not make it right. And just because of the more fringe ideas are not popular now doesn't mean that they don't have any validity to them. The fact that you're dismissing them, it's just so frustrating. You're saying, oh, you don't count. Oh, Blair White doesn't count because she doesn't agree with me. Oh, people like myself, I don't count because I don't agree with you. It's frustrating, Chase. Just because people like myself don't fit the narrative doesn't mean that we don't have any validity.
You're not gonna go on YouTube and get every single person from that minority to talk about that issue, because guess what? There's gonna be like 90% of people who are gonna disagree with you.
How do you know if it's 90%, Chase? How do you know? You don't know. You're so arrogant that you think this whole more than two genders and all of these issues that you debate are just the majority, the absolute vast majority of the trans community. You don't know, Chase. You don't know that there are so many more reasonable trans people. I know so many people. For example, Chase, you always bitch about how tranny is such a terrible word and nobody can ever use it. It's such a horrible, horrible, terrible word. Yet I can count at least 8 people who use the word tranny either to refer to themselves or refer to other people in an endearing light. And they all have varying political views. It's not a monolith, Chase. It's not a monolith, okay? Stop treating trans people, or black people, or women like it's a monolith, okay? I'm so sick of it, Chase. I'm so sick of it.
So what do? You find the little 10% over there that might agree with you and you bring them into your channel. And of course, because you have 500,000 subscribers, people are going to agree with you. Of course. Why wouldn't they?
It's funny how you do a very similar thing, Chase. You bring on your token little circle jerk of trans friends to all talk about crazy things like how you can apparently be politically queer and still be straight. Like, he literally said something about that in a live stream, and all of his huge following agrees with him on that. He's just such a hypocrite, and he's not understanding the real scope of these issues. He's just dismissing the minority and people who disagree with him, and he's so arrogant. So he continues ranting on about these types of issues. I'm just gonna end the video here, because it's getting kind of long. I think I've said all I've wanted to say. Obviously, Chase doesn't understand sexual preferences at all. He doesn't understand that just because something's in the minority doesn't mean it's wrong. He doesn't understand just because trans people disagree with something means that they're a token. Chase is just I used to really like him and I wanted to reach out to him, but he's too far gone at this point. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching.